you want to do this. I like to do this over. Get this out of the way. Why do this? See that? There's a time frame. And you got to keep it all together. Keep your hand. You're going this direction. So you call it cheating or whatever, but I go like that and make. So our next thing is to get excited about is, watch this, as I do D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. As I go through these, I look at it and I go D flat 1, E flat 2, that's my second, and F, that's my third, that's needed in your chord. G flat. Now it's good right here to look at this right here and look at this. There's a step up or semitone. Okay, and that's a half tone. Okay, then you got your 5. Okay, now that's really cool that you have a 5 because you have something really cool happening here. Okay, it's so noticeable on these black keys. What's this? 4, right? 5, 6. Well, this is your 4, okay? So that would be where you would make, as we go through this, we're going to learn to make a 4 chord like this. And the 4 chord is nothing but this right here, and that's a G flat. Here's E flat. Now it seems like there's nothing happening here that's not magic. It's not magic, it's symmetry at work, okay? Watch here. I'm going through this, and we'll go through why this all works. We went D flat, E flat, F, G flat. We stopped there, okay? And now I'm going to show you that this goes up here, and that is my 5. That's my 6. Now you can also put your hands right here. Now, however you do this, like if you're using a pinky and that's where you're comfortable with it, then use that pinky there. Now, later on, you'll learn that. Okay, say you got a pinky here, you can switch fingers right here very quickly. You can, as you're going, you learn different ways, and, we're all different. However we decide we're going to do it, every individual, it's like snowflakes, okay? And so that would be a D flat 7. We're not going to go into what that is, but we are going to go, the fact of the matter is, if I go from this and I hold my hands in a locked position and I go right here, I now have a G flat. I hold my hands in a locked position, I also have an A flat. So I think as I'm going through, D flat 1, okay, root. I think second, okay. Now that's the third, okay. Now then I go, okay, so there's a third. So I know between 3 and 4 it's a half step, okay. Okay. Here we go. So between 3 and 4, and you can think of not a pleasant thought, but it was just a movie, Jaws. Okay, and I don't know what notes they used. I've never researched it. Okay, so if I did this here, I know that I'm going between. I'm at the beginning, so I know that 3 goes up to 4. That's really handy to know. Now, you can do this. And we will show you how to do that fast. Okay? It's really easy to do once you get the hang of it. Really easy. It's not like it's really, really easy. Okay? And it sounds like I'm flying, and I kind of am, and you can probably go faster than that. But the key to it is the finger position. Okay, now I also know that that's a 2, as I said, okay? Get an idea what a 2 is. Essentially, that's a whole step. And look at these whole steps. And look at these whole steps. Okay? There's some more whole steps here, but they're not part of it. Okay? Got a whole step there and another whole step here. And look how this works. This is really cool. I could do this one, but I'm not going to do it. So anyways, so if I do this right here, I wanted to show you, and it seems like I'm going like 12 different places because I am thinking about 20 different things right now, okay? So this right here, this A flat right here, this is a 5th. Now let me prove that to you. D flat to A flat, it may be foreign to you, okay? What if I said C to G? Is that not a 5? And take your pinky and position it in such a way that you can move that. Okay. Now put the middle finger in there. That's the. I usually do it like this. I usually use the forefinger here. There's various ways you can do it. Because like if I use this right here, I'm in a position to do a C7. If I do this right here, I'm in a position to do a C7 this way. So you got different ways to do things. See, if I was doing an arpeggio here, I could do this arpeggio right here. Okay? So anyways, that's C. We're off of C. We're on D flat. E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, B flat. Now I'm going to number these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Running out of. Okay? And you can do it with 2 hands. Okay? So you do it with 2 hands. We'll go over that later on. And you want to do, as you're learning, you do here, and you go like this, and I think 1, 2, 3. I always know it's a 3 to 4. 3, 4, and I know it's another 3 steps up and a half step, and I'll be already again at my next octave. And so here's that half step. Okay? So we went over how to form this. Now I'm going to show you quick ways to do it. You want to do this. I like to do this over. Get this out of the way. Why do this? See that? There's a time frame. And you got to keep it all together. Keep your hand. You're going this direction. So you call it cheating or whatever, but I go like that. And it makes sense to me. It's stuff that I have learned on my own. So I'm passing on stuff that now when you're doing chords, you more or less can't bend them like that. And also another thing is too, when you're flying by like that, you can't think of, you don't have a tendency, I'm getting more and more how I think about that, but I can't think always that that's a 5 as I'm going by it. And if I do this right here, I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea what I'm doing. I know what notes I'm hitting. I know what I'm doing. I know when I'm humming. That's a B. That's a F blues scale, and we'll go over it a little bit. Hopefully in this one, I don't know if I'll be able to catch it in this one, because I did a note reading one yesterday, and it will be in the description. It was 25 minutes long, and there may be another one, and there will be a link in there. And if you're struggling to note read, I believe I have major part of your answer. Okay. I struggled for years and years. Every time I pick up another classical piece, I like to that's Solfeggiato, and by Philip Emanuel Bach, if I remember right. And I'd have to relearn everything, Moonlight Sonata, because I couldn't read music worth a flip. I could read the top treble area somewhat, but the bass area was almost a mystery to me. You take it just a little outside of the clef, just a little bit into the ledger lines and spaces, I was lost. Okay, and I've got the answer to that, and so if you're having problems with it, and they're always at least 5 minutes long, so it's worth looking at. Okay, and I got that one for 25 minutes. I did by accident, and I got 100 on it. 99 or 100, anyways, it didn't matter. I got all of them right. And I wasn't trying for, I could have done it probably in, I don't know, less than a minute, 2 minutes, something like that. Now, I never could do it like that before. Okay? And yes, that's a commercial. That's, okay? So I want to show you that if I had never seen, I want to go over this again, I did this on another video. I call it the 2.5, 3.5. I came up with it. It's my own. I'm patenting it. No, I'm not going to. There's no such thing as patenting, something like that. But it's still 2.5, 3.5. And that's the way I came up with doing it. I go, that's 2 whole steps. It's 3 notes, but you got to start somewhere. Okay? Now it doesn't matter what key it is, I can do the same thing. And then that's 2 and a half step, followed by a whole step back up to the root. Okay? So I'm going to count them like this. 1, I can't count, I say root, whole step, half, whole, half. It didn't matter if I didn't know B, okay, I know B. But if I didn't know B, if I didn't know it, I would go just whole. I would go, okay, I go whole step, half, whole, half. And I like to do that. I just like to do that. I like to do that with playing around with that. Because I'm going whole step, half, whole, half. Apparently I can sing in that a little bit better. Okay? So now I'm going to show you that where you can find some half steps. Half steps are all over. They're all over. Half steps are all over. Okay? That's called your chromatic scale. It's chromatic. Okay? It has everything contained. So what about if I took, this is a half step. Notice a half step has different ways. It can be a half step between E and F, which is the white keys, or B and C. Notice they also sound like this. That's a leading tone for C, by the way. Okay? It can be like this on the 3 to 4, or the 7 to the 8. Okay, that's good to know. Why do I say that's good to know? You take the C and you start, okay, I've learned that, but how can I apply that? Well, we just went over this, called the 3, right? 3, 4, 7, 8. 3, 4, 7, 8. 8, 7, 4, 3. 8, 7, 4, 3. Okay? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is called a major 7, by the way.